site on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Catch is made by Harry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. The Bucs at 8-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Play action. Now Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in a tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
No score deep.
To throw from his end zone. Callahan. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Flushed out right.
Richardson hit and he fumbles it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First down, here's White.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. In motion goes the tight end.
And Richardson back to throw it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to start.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Richardson.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
In motion left, Godwin. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's caught. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
QB sneak, Richardson.
Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
To throw from his end zone, Callahan. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Back to throw. Callahan. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielding just inside the 20. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Finding room at midfield. And a fast footwork by White. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 58 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Callahan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Callahan.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now it's Richardson.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Richardson working from the gun.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Now Richardson.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Callahan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Callahan being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Second and 9. Running out of the gun with White. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Richardson looking to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Our first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Richardson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
Back to throw. Callahan dancing to his left. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Richardson out of the shotgun. Drops this off with Nwangu.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now 2nd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Gets the check down throw to White. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Richardson to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Richardson. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Fights him off, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Richardson. Here's White. They set up the screen.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
QB sneak, Richardson.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. It's caught. Lockett.
And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a 1st down. They run over center with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Aiden Hutchinson, the former 1st rounder, in on the tackle. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on down. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's 1st down. You gotta get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
2nd down. The pressure gets there and he goes down. A sack. That should be the final play of this 1st quarter. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now it's Williams. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it's Mims. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42. In motion now, it's Collins. On play action, Stroud. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline. sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A second down throw for Stroud. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. Good blocking, and he's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are back in this one. It's 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Throwing, Nix. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos up their lead. It's now 24-7. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Texans 7.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here, the third quarter underway. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stroud. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Texans first down.
The Texans take over first and 10.
A run here with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. Checking it down. This one is caught. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. It is brought in the end zone. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans back within 10. It's now 24-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. This is intercepted.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
On first down, they'll start with Mixon.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They've talked about the locker room at the halftime break. Seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stroud. He's got it inside the 5. And the Texans have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense, let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. On first down, oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's fielded at about the 18. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Whoa. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Here's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion now, it's Collins. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Stroud to throw. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. Dell motioning over. They'll keep it on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. He is in. Go Mixon. Touchdown Texans. Bear to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll run. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. That's right side and brought in by Williams. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Texans have it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. 2nd down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Fairbairn, good on the point out. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.